And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
Let's go, baby. Check, 47. Cody. Choose it. Hey, wahoo!
Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, Orbit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz to throw again. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, now it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves. Maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
57,
A first down carry for Barkley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
To throw is Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, Bentley. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 50, plant. I got it. 2 times.
To throw on 2nd down, Bentley. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bentley. And he connects with Ertz. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Here's Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, 60 outlaw. 5. Yo, Cheetah. 27. Mike, 27.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Bentley. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Jones is going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
First down. 91.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down.
Go. Hey, rock 5.
Looking to throw. Bentley. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On first down, Bentley. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
On third down, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
On first down, Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
General West, slant, go.
To throw again on second down, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Jones. That is caught at the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Seibert's kick is good. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
30 base. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 1st and 10. Bentley. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run on first down. Barkley. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready? 50, plant. You. Hey, orbit.
57, come on.
Hustle, hustle.
Throwing on first down. Jones throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. That'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
15 line. 15 line. Come.
Jones now throwing on third and long. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime being had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down, Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bentley. This pass complete to Higgins. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery, a Giants touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. We got to go.
first down. Bentley. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check mark 50. Mike is a 50. Check mark 50. We go. Let's go.
To throw again. Bentley. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Hey, Charlie. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, Bentley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Bentley. He's got Fuller. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, 50 to mark. Go.
Touchdown, defense. Let's go.
6-6, pull it high.
65. 65. He's crashing. He's checking.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bentley looking sideline, incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Sponge.
get it.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 56. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, Delta. And go.
From the 44, Jones, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
80 weapons.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Mike
56, Mike 56. Right here, right here.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Echo.
56, Mike 56, right there, right there.
5.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Come on, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Open man is Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Bentley. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there. 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Bentley. Now he's flushed out left. And the Eagles are in for 6. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the... He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch the run. Hey, wahoo. 50.
Back to throw. Bentley. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, orbit. Max 50.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bentley, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Hey, high 7. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Now.
On 4th down, Bentley. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The final score now coming from Nashville. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
We go! 50, plant! Come on. Greystone, travel.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Giants, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
180! 59! No chance! Hurry! Hey, alert 33! Kings!
Here's Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hold on. Check. Hey, Shell.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. All day, baby, all day.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 76.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
We own them. Check three. Tiger. Slow.
From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the... Football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go.
Now Ito Smith. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
third and 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and not get free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
180. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The open man is Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back. To his 2-yard line.
You better come home next time, son.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long.
Check, hey, Charlie.
It's just me and you.
From the end zone, Goff. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Pistol. 180.
Come on, let's go.
Back.
Mayfield on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jim. Up.
Go. 59's Mike.
Hey, alert.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3rd and long. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, Haywood!
To try again after the sack. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Check three.
28-yard line.
Alert! Run.
59, Mike.
On 2nd and a yard, Mayfield. He completes it to Julio Jones. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good. Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone.
Get ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, 76. 76.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Slam.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Value three.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Shift. Watch the shift. Switch.
4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
54.
They are going for it. Goff. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Alert. 180.
Got one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5'9".
Up.
I'm coming. Hey, check 20.
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Gone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again. Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Right there. 54.
Again, Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Throwing again is Goff. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 20.